On behalf of all my fellow commissioners, both past and present, I want to welcome you all to today's celebration of a sizable accomplishment in the airport's history. And that's an understatement. The retirement of a 25-year obligation by the Airport Authority is a milestone that deserves recognition because it is a culmination of the efforts of so many people, from the Authority employees for all these many years that have maintained these improvements in such a pristine fashion, to the airlines that have served our community, to the various service providers, from rental cars, gift shop, food service, parking and janitorial companies, to ground handlers and skycaps. Everybody has participated in the success we celebrate today. I want to especially recognize the former commissioners behind me who have joined us today. Their commitment to the communities and the airport was an important piece of the combined efforts of so many to ensure that the airport and the community would succeed. I would also like to thank our many other airport partners, like our fixed base operators, the Commerce, park tenants, local, state, and federal government agencies, and all the elected officials that have worked with the airport over the years. All had a large hand in the success of today. So thank you all for contributing to this milestone, because this is a day that everybody's going to remember. We're burning a mortgage and we are debt-free. Now we'll return it back over to Rick Piccolo.
Good morning. I know it's hot, so I'll try to be brief. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, commissioners, both past and present, distinguished guests, employees, and airport business partners. Today we celebrate a great milestone in the airport's evolution. From the early days as a small airfield to the establishment of an Army training base during World War II, to the post-war expansion and start of jet airline service, and then the visionary decision to create a modern terminal, roadway, and parking system. SRQ has been a vital piece of the economic lifeblood of the greater Sarasota and Manatee community. All the aforementioned developments required a certain level of risk, hard work, and visionary leadership. However, no decision was more difficult or more important than the one that created the modern airport facility that the community enjoys today. The decision to move forward with the new terminal, ramp, roadway, and parking facilities was approved back in 1987 when 4 individuals sitting as the board of the Sarasota Manatee Airport Authority decided to approve revenue bonds to build a new airport system at a cost of nearly $60 million. When interest costs are added in, the debt over a 25-year period would total nearly $150 million. Those 4 individuals, Chairman Dan McClure, Vice Chairman John Reed Buckley, Secretary Sam Herron, and Commissioner Robert Van Ness, unanimously approved that giant step that led to the facility that serves the community today, along with Airport Director Al McDill and Treasurer Tony Campbell and all the airport employees. They formed the foundation for what we literally stand on today. Many board members followed in their footsteps, and prior airport director Rick Vakar oversaw the construction of the new facilities. During this 25-year journey, the airport has flown through a number of storm clouds with various industry challenges, from airline bankruptcies and consolidations to pandemic threats like SARS and bird flu to the tragedy of 9/11. Throughout all these challenges, the airport, its business partners, the Airport Authority board and staff have persevered, making the payments year after year for 25 years, over $5 million each year through good times and bad. Not only were payments made, but additional improvements were constructed, including lengthening of the main runway, which permitted better flight economics and safety, new taxiways that led to additional FBO construction and T-hangar expansions, noise mitigation measures that took care of our neighbors, and commercial developments like the SRQ Aviation Park of Commerce that added jobs to the local economy and lowered airline costs. In addition, the terminal that now approaches 25 years of age is in the final stages of total renewal, has added numerous security and amenity improvements, and most important of all, not adding it with 1 penny of new debt over that 25-year period. Again, leadership from the board played an important role, and I'm pleased to recognize a number of former commissioners here at the podium who joined us today. Dr. Thomas Boussard, John Cloud, Tim Rockline, Frank Gurney, Leslie Wells, Patty Lanier, Bob Wechter, all here today, along with our board of directors, Henry Rodriguez, Peter Wish, John Stafford, Chairman Rynerson, and I think Mr. Baroof is not here today, and I'm trying to remember, and Leslie Wells, I'm sorry. Finally, I'd like to recognize the fantastic employee workforce that the airport has enjoyed over the years. Without the dedication and hard work of these men and women who work day in and day out, and you see them back there in the background, making SRQ the best, safest, and most beautiful and cleanest airport in the world, we would not be successful. Today, we will extinguish the debt that led to the realization of a vision 25 years ago and began a new journey forward, knowing the airport had positioned itself for many years of fiscal stability and superior facilities. Thank you all for your contribution, and now let's burn the debt.